It is officially Super Bowl Sunday. Damn. Good and bad. What is up, everyone? Welcome to a different kind of video we're going to be doing today here on the channel. I am Jeffrey Kirby. Today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be predicting and giving my thoughts on what is going to happen in tonight's Super Bowl between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. I still can't believe we're saying the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl. Now, looking into this game, there's obviously both offenses are very elite. Look at Cooper Kupp, now the Offensive Player of the Year. Matthew Stafford, who was acquired in a trade last offseason to come in, and we all know the Rams have like 0 picks, but they are investing all that into this team, and in my opinion, it's already worth it. But if you're able to win a Super Bowl, especially because you've been to 2 within the last few years, it's definitely worth it to use all that picks, because you got to be in a win now mode. And I like what the Rams have done. Obviously, they went out and they acquired Odell Beckham after he was released by the Browns in that whole fiasco. He comes into LA. Now, here's the thing to remember. This is the first time in Odell Beckham's career where he actually got to choose where he wanted to go, because going to Cleveland, he was traded there. So he got to choose where he wanted to go, and now it looks like he is shaping back to being an Odell Beckham that we all knew and love. Again, obviously on the offense outside of that, the running backs that they have, Sony Michel and Cam Akers, those are 2 guys that you really like as well. And again, one thing that I'm actually pretty happy for is Andrew Whitworth. He's going up against his former team, the Cincinnati Bengals. He's 40 years old and he's still a pretty decently good left tackle, and I really hope to see him win a Super Bowl as well. Going on to the defensive side, obviously for the Rams, I think I like, obviously you have guys like Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. You know those guys. Eric Weddle, who you brought in right in the middle of the playoffs, which, look at it this way, didn't have to do 2-a-days, didn't have to go through the regular season. He just got to come in, and now he has the chance to win a Super Bowl. I like this Rams team a lot, but here's the thing with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, we all know I hate Cincinnati, but you have to admit, Joe Burrow and what he's done in his second year, in his first full season as a starting quarterback. When you get Jamar Chase, you drafted him. I was one of the people that did not like the pick. I thought it was not smart. I was one of the people that said you needed to go and get Penei Sewell, which in hindsight, I still kind of think that I would have liked for them to get offensive line help, because his offensive line is still not the greatest group, which is a little bit impressive to see how much success this offense has with not the greatest of offensive line. But obviously, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, C.J. Uzomah, P. Ryan, Joe Mixon, those are all great weapons to have. And when you have a collection of guys like that, okay, you really want to try to double up Jamar Chase, T. Higgins is going to slice you up. C.J. Uzomah is going to find a way to make an impact in this game. This game is going to be very fun. I think it's going to be an underrated Super Bowl. I have a feeling similar to another underrated Super Bowl that we saw was Super Bowl 38 between Carolina and New England, because the first half was completely boring, and then all of a sudden in the second half, or less, from 2 minutes on in the second quarter all the way to the end of the game, that game was just a phenomenal game offensively. And obviously we would have all loved to see Kansas City versus the Rams. That would have been an epic Super Bowl. And yes, again, as being a fan of the AFC North, I hate the fact that there is an AFC North team that's not the Steelers in it, but you still have to respect the fact that what they've done and how much progress they have made in the organization just in the last 2 years. Again, 2 years ago, they'd won what, like 2 games and were the #1 overall pick, and now they're making it to a Super Bowl? I do have to admit, that is pretty damn impressive, especially going into the fact that Zach Taylor was on the hot seat. He was definitely on the hot seat going into this season, and if he would have not had a good season, he definitely had a good shot of getting canned, and then you really don't know what was going to happen. Now, on the defensive side, the secondary is a little bit interesting, because Jesse Bates, he's a guy that's going to be looking for a contract at the end of the year. Outside of Mike Hilton, I mean, their corners don't really scare scare you like that. But then you get guys like Trey Hendrickson, who again is balling out. I think this defense they've played better than what we anticipated, but they've played good enough to where they're at now in the Super Bowl. Now, obviously, let's go ahead and give to our predictions for this game. Obviously, to no surprise, I'm going with the Rams. I want the Rams to win, but I also believe in the fact that I trust Matthew Stafford a little bit more, even though that Joe Burrow is cold. He's a cold-blooded killer. And I think that's honestly going to be the biggest key. Which quarterback is not going to just fold under the pressure? Because if Matthew Stafford does fold under pressure, or he does not play up to par, this is definitely a game that Cincinnati can take, and they will end up being a first-time Super Bowl champion. But if Matthew Stafford goes out there and plays how I think he can play, go out there and get the ball to Cooper Kupp and Odell, and they just continuously run the offense that they've been running all year long, I think they have this game. I think it's going to end up being a score of like 27-21. I'm going with 27-21. Rams are winning their first Super Bowl in God knows a long time, since the stop at the 1 yard line. So there is my predictions, and there's my quick analysis of this game. Again, I hope you do enjoy the Super Bowl. Let me know down below, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the Rams, or are you rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals? Let me know down below. Till then, I hope to see you in the next video. Again, smash that like button, hit the red subscribe button, drop a comment. You know all that already. And until then, I hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe, everyone, especially going to the Super Bowl parties. Stay safe. Peace out.